Russian Imperial Stouts come in all shapes and sizes, and you can push it in so many different directions. Maybe you want to add some maple syrup, or age it in a bourbon barrel, or maybe both, or spice it up. Or maybe, like this one, you want to add mountains of ice cream sundaes. I figure, why not try it all? But in order to get there, we're gonna need a solid plan.
Steam coming out of everything, and it's just an awesome experience. I'm doing that, so.
Let's make some beer.
Goodbye.
For this beer, I'm starting with some local spring water, and I'm adjusting the water profile using gypsum, calcium chloride, baking soda, Epsom salt, salt, and chalk. Hopefully, we can maintain some body after the yeast goes to town. For the grain bill, I'm using some locally malted grains from Proximity Malt, and we need a ton of malt. I have 60% pale, 12% Vienna, 6% white wheat, 6% Proximity Malt, 6% chocolate wheat, 6% malted oats, 3% chocolate, and 3% dark chocolate, totaling 17 pounds for this 3-gallon batch. Let's get it going. I'll keep mashing this in until everything is nice and saturated, and then I'll start a 1-hour timer. But that's not even half the grain we need to hit our target gravity. After an hour of mashing, it's time to take a tip from the apartment brewer and mash right back in with the rest of the lighter colored malt. This double mash or reiterated mash takes more time, but it allows you to make big fat beers and still maintain your typical batch size. With this second mash just about complete, I'm adding the dark grains, and after a good old mixin', we're headed up to 168 Fahrenheit or about 76 Celsius for mash out. Alright, I know I said double mash, but what if we triple mash, bro? I dug through the freezer and found a freakish amount of desserts that are dying to turn into beer. Caramel popcorn, peanut butter cookies, brownies, biscotti, cinnamon rolls, it's all here. 6 pounds of delicious desserts coming right up. "15 minutes later, the SOG has destroyed these goodies to the point where I might as well sparge and call the mash complete. Let us boil.
11 you pick up.
Time to add some hops. With 15 minutes left in the boil, I'm adding 14 grams or 3 IBUs of EKG, some yeast nutrient, and a Whirlfloc tablet for good luck. It's also a great time to start sanitizing the chiller. Okay, we've reached the end of the boil, but we're not done yet. Here's another 14 grams of EKG, and I'll let these hops stand for 15 minutes. And just for good measure, we'll end the brew day with another 4 pounds of various desserts, and this hot tub needs to chill the heck out in 10 frick. Everything's fine, everything's fine. Imperial Darkness is working its way through this thing at a cool 65 Fahrenheit or 18 Celsius, and guys, this one's gonna take a while, so make sure you plan ahead. Even after it hits final gravity, you can hide these things away for months and allow the flavors to soften up. Let's see how it turned out. It's been 3.5 months since brew day, and we've gone from an original gravity of 1.124 to a final gravity of 1.022, leaving us with 13.9% ABV. This beer is super dark brown with a tan, foamy head. It smells sweet and bready and chocolatey, and you can definitely tell it's high ABV, but it's hidden just a little by a cinnamon aroma. Going in for a taste, you get every bit of that 14%. But once you get past that, it does have a nice bitterness, tons of chocolate, and it finishes fairly dry. It's intense, and that was exactly the point. 10 pounds of random desserts, and I have 2.5 gallons in the keg, which should last us quite a while. Over time, this could actually turn out to be a pretty good beer. Now, I'm curious, what's the craziest thing you've ever put in a beer? Let me know in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you again soon.